Hi, welcome to the video. Today's topic is not an easy one for me to talk about, but part of what I'm doing is forcing myself out of my comfort zone and figuring myself out and building a deeper relationship with myself. And this is part of it. It's pretending I have someone to talk to when it's just a camera, but somehow looking into that deep, dark abyss and maybe somehow seeing myself there. Or maybe just in the editing room. The video is about building a deeper relationship with yourself and my current journey with it. So for the past 5-7 years of my conscious life, I've had a fixation, a very deeply rooted fixation that has prevented me from having a deeper relationship with myself. That fixation has been relationships, romantic partners, crushes, just constantly thinking about some guy, whether I met him 5 minutes ago or I've known him for a week, a month, whatever. It's been a very deeply rooted fixation, one that has definitely been quite detrimental to me. Now, we all have crushes, we all have our daydreams about those crushes when we think about them, how many kids we're gonna have with them. Everyone does it, don't judge me. But there comes a point where it becomes a bit much, where it's not just like, oh, a little crush you have on someone, but it becomes a fixation where it's a daily thing. And while I've preached so much the value of solitude, the value of knowing how to be on your own, how to be alone, and how to be with yourself, I haven't exactly been living up to it. Physically, sure, I've been living in my own apartment for a year and a half now, and I've lived on my own since I was 19, and I know how to be on my own. But the issue is that physically, I haven't exactly been honest with myself or with the people around me when it comes to my mental state. For the past 5-ish, 7 years, there's always been some guy, most of which I do not remember the name of, some guy that has been in my mind. And definitely I haven't been alone. I haven't been with my thoughts. I've been somewhere off in dreamland, imagining myself living a life that will never exist. And that has stopped me from having a deeper relationship with myself, a more in tune relationship and understanding of who I am as a person, what it is that I can offer to the world, and what it is that I want in return. And a month or so ago, finally, I was noticing I was liking someone. Something happened where I was liking someone for a while, and then fortunately it kind of fizzled out because I was being distracted by someone else. Once that finished, I was going into that crush already feeling like the only reason I like this person is because it's a genuinely phenomenal human being, but more so because I don't want to pass up the opportunity to like a phenomenal human being. And that's never a good idea when it comes to long-term partnerships, or I think in general partnerships. But that's what I was doing. Once I found out like it wouldn't work, something just snapped. Something just completely died inside, and I had to make a choice. Do I continue fixating, or do I finally move on? Do I finally confront that massive mountain of fear, anger, whatever it was? Do I finally confront that, or do I hide from it? Do I confront that just gaping hole in my life that happened because of it? Because a part of me died. A very big part of who I am as a person disappeared very abruptly. And I chose to confront it. I'm about a month in, and it's taking everything in me not to jump back to old habits. It's taking everything to be with my thoughts, be with my anger, with my fears, with my sadness, with that rage that has been built up, especially because I haven't confronted my anger in a long time. I'm sacrificing, I can imagine, a lot of things. I'm choosing in a way to close myself off to love. Not love in general, but specific romantic love in a search of a partner. Haven't made any purposeful attempt or anything, or unpurposeful, to even think of someone or look for someone. I'm right now focusing on building a deeper relationship with myself, trying to understand who I am, how I fit into this world, what I want to leave behind, and how I want to interact with the people around me. And it's not easy. As beautiful as it sounds, like to have a deeper relationship with yourself, to go to that next level, it's not easy. I'm still scared that I might end up alone for the rest of my life. And of course, I understand how silly that's gonna sound when I'm like in my 30s, 40s. And maybe I'll still be on my own, but maybe I'll just care less. But at 23 years old, it's scary. I see my friends in relationships, genuinely happy relationships, because they talk very openly about the struggles they're going through and how they deal with them. And I find myself thinking, will I ever experience something as beautiful? But I don't know. But what I do know right now is that I will never be able to experience it if I don't have a deep relationship with myself, because we are each other's mirrors. What I love and not love, what I like and dislike in you, is what I like and dislike in myself. And so I can only meet that person on the level I am at. And if I'm not in love with myself deeply enough, if I don't truly accept myself deeply enough, I will not be able to offer that to the other person. And I think that's heavily unfair. And so, for better or for worse, for the sake of my future relationship or relationships, I'm choosing to stay single right now. I'm choosing to be on my own, and I'm choosing to build and truly develop and cultivate a beautiful, loving relationship with myself. And worst comes to worst, I get to fall in love with myself all over again. And if you're going through something similar, where you don't know, where you feel a little bit maybe worthless, like I have, I don't have advice actually. All I can say is that it's worth it. I'm a month in. I'm choosing to love all the little nooks and crannies of my being, of myself, and choosing to be the one, be that knight in shining armor for myself before I let anyone else do it. And if you're going through something similar, know that you're not alone. Right now, it's taking everything in me not to jump back into the dating scene, whatever. And it's hard. Every single day, I'm learning to love myself more. And it's a commitment. It's not just a feeling. It's not just a passionate feeling. It's a daily commitment to love myself. And I think once I get good at that, maybe I'll be able to give it to someone else. And hey, maybe even receive it back.